so easy for us to just put a kid in a cage.
What if we had another option if a teen commits a crime? Travis County is working on a diversion program for teens involved with family violence.
And KXAN's Brianna Hollis explores it as part of her series following the imprints of crime in our communities.
So it's called the Travis County Transformation Project. The pilot started about a year ago, and here's how it works. Let's say a family member calls 911 to report a case of assault family violence, which is basically some kind of attack that happens at home. If the teen meets certain criteria, their caregivers can opt to let them participate in the program instead of going to jail. People involved are excited about the promise this shows, but also are aware of its limitations. We'll start tonight, though, with a thank you letter from one of the families participating in this.
Powerful words packed into the pages of an email. Subject line, letter of gratitude. I am sharing with those reading this message my recent experience when my family, sister, and nephew obtained the invaluable help they needed to achieve harmony and in family coexistence at home. The letter outlines a case of a woman and her son. They immigrated to Texas, and the boy struggled with autism and bipolar disorder, with his single mother unable to afford proper care. Things came to a head. Repetition of his violence and mental health episodes increased. He attacked his mother. And that's when the Travis County Transformation Project offered his mother the choice: juvenile detention or a chance at something else, a stay here at LifeWorks, where he could get the mental health services he needed, and a team with the Excellence and Advancement Foundation could help the entire family. So to LifeWorks he went.
What the impact is of juveniles coming into contact with our criminal justice system. It sharply increases the likelihood that they will commit new crimes in the future.
District Attorney Jose Garza says between 2010 and 2020, assault family violence was the most common crime teens got arrested for in Travis County. Before the program, the average rate for teens arrested for this crime going on to commit another was 50%. So far, 32 eligible teens have opted for the diversion program, and only one has been rearrested.
These are kids who are living in very challenging situations, often with parents who have unmet mental health needs, unmet substance use needs, sometimes food and job insecurity.
So the last cycle was really good.
These are the teams that step in.
So in this conference room, when we're meeting with families, we're trying to understand the need, because there's always a need.
Courtney Robinson with the Excellence and Advancement Foundation felt called to do this work after growing up with a father in prison.
If not me, then who? And if not now, then when?
When a teen enters the diversion program, her team meets with other family members first. Once the teen is cooled off and is stable, they join the process so the team can help the entire family.
And whether that need is food insecurity or mental health, or uncertainty about school and learning, and there's so many different things.
The teen comes back refreshed after spending time getting individualized care here at LifeWorks.
I think the other piece you can't not think about in these situations is really the impact of trauma.
The space has an outdoor rec area, meeting rooms, bedrooms, board games, with the goal of focused rehabilitation versus incarceration.
We have clothing closet, we have kitchen with a person who's cooking food, who really goes out of her way to understand each person's needs and wants by way of their dietary preferences. We have needed this for a really long time.
Which takes us back to the thank you letter on this initiative, signed off with a note for the future. Today, I know that they will have other nephews in their cases and work tasks, and perhaps they will be unable to remember each case. But I can assure you that each nephew and each mother will remember and be grateful for what this institution does for the community of our Travis County.
While this all sounds great and the pilot has proven successful so far, like we mentioned, it does come with limitations. For instance, if a teen uses a gun in their assault family violence case, they're not eligible for the program, given, of course, the gravity of that component. So there currently isn't a diversion type option for teens engaged in gun violence. Perhaps the biggest limitation here is scope. Current grant funding only allows 15 and 16-year-olds to participate. There was enough funding to help 33 families the first year and an additional 30 the second year.
All right, great reporting, Bree Hollis. Thank you so much.
And the University of Texas is evaluating the effectiveness of this program to determine its long-term viability. Researchers will look at the data after the second full year of the project, which will end next fall. And if the program continues to demonstrate success, the district attorney's office hopes to expand the program to juveniles younger than 15.